Hi, I'm Lewis and I enjoy writing. Today I'm going to be talking about my novel, Dreamers of the Sea. Now, Dreamers of the Sea, I actually got the idea for this novel from a couple of places. Number one, somebody had mentioned to me, it'd be a good idea to write a steamship pirate novel. I'm like, no, sounds like a good idea. You don't see too many of those. And somebody, and then I watched Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And I remember walking out of that movie and thinking the lesson that the hero learned that, oh, there's nothing anybody has to teach you. All you really have to do is just believe in yourself hard enough and you can accomplish things. Shout it out to the universe and it will echo back to you. And I thought, really? 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 And I remember being so offended by that thought process that it would not get out of my head. And I remember thinking, what if a child actually did that? What if they went and took that advice from somebody? What would happen if that same kid had went out into the universe or went out into the world thinking that I can do it by myself, by my own steed? I just have to march off and do it. What would happen to them? That's the crux of Dreamers of the Sea. Cloyd is 9 years old. His father is a famous inventor. Cloyd, his whole life, hears how his father, when he was about Cloyd's age, started working on his magnum opus, which was the improved steam engine. And he improved it by leaps and bounds over other steam engine designs. And Cloyd remember hearing that and remember his entire life. His father wants Cloyd to grow up, to start taking things seriously. He's going to inherit a multi-million-dollar company one day. But Cloyd doesn't want to do any of that. He wants to sail like his hero, the pirate One-Eared Jack, the hero of the pulp novels. And so Cloyd ends up running away. Cloyd ends up going after these things in his own life. And, well, chaos ensues. I'm not going to review this. I'll make that a caveat right now because it's not fair. I would give it a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. That's not fair for me to do. But I will tell you that my goal with Dreamers of the Sea was to give you an adventure that felt like it moved, that felt broad in scope, that made you look at these places that Cloyd goes to: Charleston, South Carolina, Cape Town, South Africa, Makchia Island, and feel like they're real places. Feel like you're there with him. My goal was to make Cloyd feel like a real 9-year-old, to make his father, Woodrow, feel like a real adult of that time frame, to make you feel like these are people you know, that these are people you want to know, and to make you miss them a little bit when the story is over. I really wanted this not to be a forgettable novel, not to be something that's washed out of your brain like a lot of action and adventure novels can be. I wanted you to sit with these characters, to like these characters, and to want to return to these characters again and again and again. I think I came close. I do think there is places I could have improved on this, but I do think I came close. You really feel Cloyd's drive in the first few chapters of it. You understand his drive, you understand his motivation. You really feel his mistake when it his great mistake when it occurs. You really feel the harshness of the people. And actually, I'm going to tell you a secret about this novel that I haven't really talked about to people. In this novel, Cloyd has three good father figures. He's got three good father figures, including his own father. And then when the turn happens, he's got three bad father figures. And each one of those father figures get increasingly worse for Cloyd. And that was my goal for this, is that you can feel how the daggers keep closing in on him, the more he keeps moving on. Because I really do think that's what would happen to anybody, anybody. If you go out into the world thinking, I can do everything on my own, I don't need to learn anything from anybody, I can do it all on my own, I can learn it all on my own, all I have to do is believe in myself, and the world is my oyster. If you think that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I really made a little bit of a case for that, but more importantly, I hope that I gave you great characters that you could just hang out with. It's available on Amazon right now if you want to go purchase it. The audiobook is up there as well, and as well as the hardcover novel. Here, I'm going to get one of those for you. Because these hardcovers, I understood the original covers, which I'll put up now. The original cover, you know, there's going to be people out there, I don't want a cartoon fox. Well, there's no cartoon fox on this. It's done by the same artist. No artificial intelligence art was used in this. No artificial intelligence was used in this book at all. Well, maybe for the lettering. I don't know how Amazon does that. I can't afford a letterist right now, unfortunately. But this, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it over and over again and again and again. That was my goal with this. And here's where I usually say, but that's just my opinion. But I will ask, what do you think? Did I hit the mark on this? Did I miss it completely? Or did you get something else out of this novel? Let me know. Y'all have a good one.